Mere Mortalites, welcome back to another edition, something a little bit different, at least here for the Mere Mortals in Motion. Just a little bit more raw documenting of everyday life. I'm going to try and just record what I'm doing today for the training session and maybe some of just my general thoughts. This is probably a push on, there's two parts for the podcast at the moment, or the conversations or the content that we should produce for the Mere Mortals. On one side, a lot of the content that I'm producing, I'm trying to do a little bit more clean presentation, taking a lot more effort to what I put together in terms of the info that you guys see. Oh, let's get in the car here. Let's get inside the car. Phew. Turn on the bloody heater. Good. Yeah, just to put together a little bit more around the sort of training that I do.
I had the 7 pillars of aging, but I connected. Pause
there, Mr. Peter Atia. So more of just the training and just my thoughts around it. It's probably going to be easier with a lot of the training that I'm doing, just to make it more raw, more natural conversation of what I'm kind of doing and saying. It's probably going to be the easiest way, to be frank with you. And I guess what would I want to be, or what am I going to be training today? Chest, or at least push today. So at the moment I'm doing a push, pull, legs type of split, which I still train at the moment. The 3 days of basically push, pull, legs, and just then go straight back onto push, pull, legs, but goes push, pull, run, long run, which is on Saturday, and then legs once again on the Sunday. And I've shifted away from a lot of the more strength lifting, power lifting. That's power both in the sense of bench, squat, deadlift, but also power from Olympic lifting and a few other things. And the reason I've done that is maybe a couple of months before Europe, I was starting to enjoy running more. That's one aspect of it. But ever since coming back from Europe, I just have wanted to get back to a more bodybuilding, more hypertrophy style of training. I think I haven't done it for quite a few years, and I thought, let's do it. Why not? Might be a bit of fun. And so that's kind of been the big shift into the sort of training that I've been doing nowadays, or at least in the last 2 weeks and a half. So when I got back from Europe, and I did document this, I got back into a 5x5 program just to get back the strength. So I was away for 5 weeks plus, and strength was down, cardiovascular endurance was okay, not that great. But the whole aim for me was, can I get back to what I was doing beforehand, or at least as close to it? And I did somewhat. I did get back to 80% strength of today's day and age, in terms of my age, as opposed to all-time maxes, and that was good enough for that point. And now I've begun my big block of hypertrophy training. So I've leveraged, and this is something that I thought it would be interesting to talk about. I've been leveraging as much as possible my AI tool. Now for me, it's OpenAI's ChatGPT. Obviously, if you're looking to use whatever it is that you feel is you're most confident with, or that you enjoy. But for me, using that tool has been great just to plan out my week. So I technically use a spreadsheet, which I still continue to use, where I go, Monday through to Sunday, what's my training plan look like? And this has taken various forms, depending on the time or the year that I've been training. So sometimes that looks like, sometimes that might look like, on a book. Sometimes that might look like just in my mind. Sometimes it was an app. So for years and years and years, I have been doing this. And just for the moment, it's a spreadsheet. I've been using that for a couple of years. In any case, I've been leveraging the use of AI just to plan out what that Monday to Sunday looks like in a bit more speedy fashion. And the crazy thing is that how do I put it? Without all the knowledge that I have over the last few years of training, if I just go in and go, look, I want a hypertrophy program max amount of muscular growth with as little of fat increase or loss of strength, the program that it would have created is not too dissimilar. So like a very simplistic ask, it's not too dissimilar to the sort of input that I put now, which was years and years worth of training data, like actual specific data, and programs that I knew. So I won't get technical, but wave loading techniques, or do I go down the drop set path, or what do I do in terms of the variation for my sets and reps and strength curve and speed and power curve and all these things. Rather, I did put a lot of those details in, but again, the result of what my plan looked like, or what it looks like right now for the 8 weeks to come, all of a sudden is actually very, very much the same. It's little tiny tweaks here and there. And again, would I say it's 100% what I'm actually doing as well, aka is it exactly the plan that I'm following? There's still slight shifts that I do from it, but I mean, that's the beauty of obviously having the experience and knowledge to do that. But you're gonna get most bang for your buck anyways with your training, just purely following what the AI tells you, which is quite cool. Something that maybe a year or 2 years ago, I remember using it as well still to see what sort of training plan it would give me, and it was like, man, I wouldn't follow it. Like, I wasn't following it, but now I definitely am. So it's a big changeover, which is nice. Just parking the car here. So that's been an interesting shift up, and I've been really enjoying the hypertrophy training for the time being. So I will continue to do that. The training today as well, push related. It's Monday, and recording this at 4:15 in the morning as I'm arriving here to the gym. It's how would I say? The Mondays are always a fun one because I get to go to the gym really nice and early, smash out the workouts that I want, and the runs that start to get a little bit longer at the moment based on that plan. I'll talk about that separately, maybe on as I'm going for a run perhaps. But yeah, push day, I've been trying to, so in the past I've been really doing maybe like 80%, 50, 60, 70% of listening during my workouts would have been a podcast, and then some music for the really high push intensity pieces. Now it's shifting to 5-10% podcasts, and then the rest is just energy from the music that I used to do a long time ago, and I'm finding some real joy in getting to that stages of life again, which has been really good. I'm gonna go jump in for the session. All right, let's head on home, hey? Let's head on home. So that was a fun workout. Mondays always for me are just such fun resets. I wake up goddamn early, beautiful. So generally I'm an early riser, always have been from, I'd probably say 14 or 15 or 16 since I used to be someone who used to go swimming. First because it was just kind of like a mandate by the parents, which honestly, fantastic. I'm glad that they did that. And then I continued to do it on my own because I really enjoyed it. And then just morning routines became the thing. But always training in early mornings probably has been part of 90% of my training career, if you will. And the longer it goes, the earlier I seem to get up and get moving. So Mondays end up being that 3:15 generally AM wake up. Obviously depends on how my daughter sleeps, and we sleep as well, me and my wife. So, sometimes good, sometimes not. But I do attempt to do that really early morning, and today I was able to do that. So, win, success. The workout felt good. Apart from mixing up the fact that I was supposed to be doing a 5 sets, 4 reps at 130 kilograms bench pressing, and then ended up doing 150 kilograms in the first rep or the first set by total mistake. So don't try that at home. I ended up getting 2 reps for that and thought, geez man, that felt a bit odd, and rightly so. So yeah, after I do that sort of workout, and again, this is every morning. After I do that, it's pretty easy, quick drive, as you'll see, in comparison to the morning back home. So off home we go, and that gives me a chance, at least 20 or so minutes, to help out my wife, get my daughter ready, and then head off, hopefully, to her gym so she can get a workout as well. And then the day begins, really. So it's just the routine, and I'm sure you Immortalites have your own routine and your own way of doing things and existing. As long as it's consistent, as long as you can keep it up day in, day out for years and years, there's going to be a lot of success. I think I found in myself a lot of success from doing the things that I know are the right things to do. So that just means keeping on waking up early, making sure I get a gym workout. For a long time it was training physical fitness perspective, and it still very much is, but it has translated over to a big portion of mental game as well. The fact of doing it, whether you want to call it, winning the day or doing the right thing or whatever else, it's a beauty to do. And hormonally, amongst everything else, preps me up, even if I've slept like shit or didn't get enough rest, or even if the workout itself isn't that great. Just doing it, just physically moving, sweating, mentally being present in something else, disengages you from whatever else you're thinking. It's really a powerful thing. I think whether you look at it scientifically or not, there's probably no better thing to do than to go train. And for me, early morning is the right way to do it. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to continue doing these more raw sort of vlog style, just because it's easy for me to create, easy for me to post, easy for me to maybe interact as well. So we'll see what sort of cadence this looks like. But for now, yeah, Immortalites, enjoy your Monday or wherever you are in the world. Bye now.